it's
sad.
This one gets me. It really, really gets me.
Yeah.
I love Penny Marshall so much. All through the years and through the decades, Penny Marshall has died. Died at 75 years old, complications from diabetes. She led an amazing, incredible life.
Yeah, and a career that spanned many decades and had several twists and turns. Started off, of course, on Laverne and Shirley, but
Well,
ended
actually, no. Started off on The Odd Couple, and then went over to Happy Days, and then
Laverne
it was a spin-off.
Spin-off, yes. Well, you know.
And became a huge
And then became one of the biggest directors in Hollywood.
Huge success, yes. And then as a third act, I mean, gosh, she probably had 5 acts in terms of her career, and became one of the biggest directors in Hollywood, and the first female director to have a movie gross over $100 million at the box office with Big. Went on to direct other huge movies like A League of Their Own, Awakenings. I mean, these are classic films.
I mean, huge films. And
yeah, without a doubt, some of the biggest films of that decade, for sure.
And you may not remember this, or you may be too young to know it, but Penny Marshall was married to Rob Reiner, who was also a sitcom actor on All in the Family, and both of them ended up being two of the biggest, best directors in Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think about their contributions to that genre, right, of those type of movies, I mean, Rob Reiner with When Harry Met Sally, movies like that, and The American President, and Penny Marshall also becoming a huge director in the 90s with The Preacher's Wife, and prior to that, Jumpin' Jack Flash with Whoopi Goldberg was her first directorial debut. It's really incredible.
She's really just an amazing...
She's also just a cool lady.
Really cool lady.
Like, she was a cool lady. You'd see her around. She'd go to the basketball games all the time. She was a cool lady.
And get this, I didn't know this, but this is incredibly important. She was the very first celebrity guest star on The Simpsons, ever. According to Al Jean, who's the producer. And you've seen all of the celebrities that have been a guest star on that show since. She was the very first one. That's amazing.
Yeah, just incredible. And, you know, and her brother was Gary Marshall. I mean, this family,
iconic director.
This family had amazing DNA in it. Gene Pool was great for entertainment, but really two people who were just forces in Hollywood for decades and decades and decades. One of her best friends, by the way, Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
And she's godmother to Billy.
They had epic. I was reading these articles about the parties. You have joint birthday parties together, and everybody in Hollywood would come out. Jack Nicholson, the biggest stars in Hollywood would come to the joint birthday parties. It was an event, a major event.
Well, rest in power, Penny Marshall.
She died, by the way, very peacefully at her home in the Hollywood Hills last night.
Complications due to diabetes.
So joining us right now is somebody who, in many ways, is responsible for the incredible beginning success of Penny Marshall, and that is Henry Winkler, who was the star of Happy Days, and that's where Penny Marshall got her big break. Henry joins us right now. Henry, welcome to TMZ Live.
Thank you. This is, unfortunately, a very sad occasion. But I'm very happy to join you to talk about the extraordinarily talented Penny.
I'm just dying to know your thoughts about interacting with her when she wasn't really a famous actress and director the way we all know her now. Your thoughts when she was first with you on Happy Days.
The first time I really met Penny was when I did the Paul Sand pilot. She was a member of that series way back, almost before Happy Days. And then, of course, we did the episode where she did Laverne and Shirley with Cindy Williams.
Did you, when she did that, Henry, I'm wondering, did that register with you how talented she was and what the future might hold for her and Cindy Williams?
I didn't know what the future would hold, but I knew right then and there that this was a very funny woman. And the two of them together with Cindy, their physicality, they were together the modern Lucille Ball.
Interesting. Henry, did you guys keep in touch over the years? Did you stay close? Did you ever do any more work together?
No, I never actually worked with her, but of course, we always had an extraordinarily warm relationship. She did the Happy Days reunion that I helped produce with Michael Levitt in 2006. And I have seen her over the years. She's an incredibly she was a wonderfully talented woman.
You know, Henry, it's so interesting to me that I think about it and looking at you, who has become this phenomenal actor. You've been behind the camera, directing and producing, but so did Ron Howard, so did Penny Marshall. I mean, it's amazing that that show spun off that kind of talent.
Well, you know, I would have to say also, Gary Marshall was my Don, and we all learned at his feet. He was an extraordinary everything, and passed that along. Ron wanted to be a director since he was 15, so he knew what he wanted. And Penny had an extraordinary classroom with Gary.
Well, look, Henry, we so appreciate the time, and I just can't not do this because I'm just so taken by it. But I think your role as Barry is nothing short of spectacular, and I'm so happy for you.
You know what? I am too. Working with Bill Hader and Alec Berg, the creators, they have created, I've said this before, a bubble of brilliance. Truly. We just finished the second season, so I'm so excited.
Wow.
Okay, what I'm dying to know is, did you hook up with the woman that you were kind of nuzzling up to, and ordered chicken a la king?
With the detective, right?
Yes.
Paula Newsome, played by Paula Newsome.
Yeah.
If I told you, I would be dead right here on Rodeo Drive.
Wow.
Okay, well,
So everybody watching, have the most wonderful holiday season.
Henry, thank you so much, and
Thank you.
love to Stacy.
Thank you. Ditto.
Thanks, Henry.